Okay, and we're back. Oh my god. That was slightly annoying, but I guess that is what that is. It's a shame. That just means this stream is gonna be broken up whenever I do anything with it, which just sucks. But I guess that is what it is. I'll just have to take 2 clips when I decide to update that. Oh well. It is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah. Welcome back to Hunt a Kitchen Knife. Yes, welcome indeed back to Exposition the Characters.
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach.
You fucking think so, buddy?
And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
You should be aware of what a kitchen knife looks like.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
Says who, motherfucker?
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
She's right. There's gotta be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. Should I learn more about non-stop debates? Sure. Use R1 to concentrate. While you're concentrating, time slows down. It steadies your aim, makes it easier to target weak spots. Consumes the focus gauge. If it empties, you can't concentrate, but it will recover over time. So let your brain take a rest. No need to rush. Get that fucking turn up the heat music going.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret, when nobody was in the dining hall.
No, that's wrong.
Felt that. One little bitty thing about that.
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Last night, all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So it disappeared while she was drinking tea in the dining hall.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No,
Why can't you just, like, not beat around the bush? This could practically be solved solely from Awie's perspective.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall, but I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together? and lying to protect each other.
Idiot swimmer girl! Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rule?
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case! Oops! Did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that? I can.
That's right. Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
No, sweetie.
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room, so I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
But I'm a girl.
You are?
Taka.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
Taka.
But if it wasn't either of you,
Buddy.
then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true! One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Right?
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Someone who's not here. Are you talking about...
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Dun dun dun! Who took the knife from the kitchen was...
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
Drink of water.
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it?
You have... Yes! You've not missed much! We have only so far determined that Sayaka is the one who took the kitchen knife from the kitchen. Everything else is basically just exposition of shit we already know!
In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
Dun 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 dun. Sounds like somebody joined late. It's okay. Like I said, this will be archived and posted up on YouTube, so anything that needs like filling in, it'll be there.
What?
See? He did do it after all!
No, you're wrong!
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
If I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? They could Everyone's gonna die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say? Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Oh, well, I guess. So... Sure, I guess you don't have to care, but, you know.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Kind of a harsh thing to say. I know you're just saying it in the chat, but still. No, I'm good. Something that should have been at the scene, but it wasn't. Just be crucial. Just figure out what that something is. Yes. The easy version of this game. It was... Yeah, that's right. Ah! Doink.
Now I understand!
Now I understand. Golly. The mystery.
That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
No, it doesn't. No.
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
Yes, sir.
No.
Kind of can.
There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done
take
it.
that way straight into like a big part of the case, cause that's kind of important for a crime scene.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
Yes! Tell them, Makoto. Tell them. The killer struggled to get in the bathroom with the evidence that proves it is. Object the killer broke.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
You might be right on that. There are some interesting voices in this particular game. One of the standouts is that Toko Fukawa is voiced by the OG Sailor Jupiter, which is just a little bit of fun.
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? No. But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Mega Man Legends 2 Mega Man? Is that right? I don't know enough about Mega Man Legends 2, unfortunately. Here's the build material. I almost didn't notice it first, but is that the key point here? There's a bit more learning about non-stop debates. What are they going to go over? Weak spots. Numbers of weak spots, so more than one. That's about it. Bathroom door frame.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her.
Oh! That's cool.
And they got into the bathroom.
I didn't know that.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
About that.
No, that's wrong. The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with walking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be.
Bryce Pappenbrook? That sounds familiar. He might be on the list of VAs when I was checking that out before. When I was trying to say... What about Kyle Bear? In this? I don't think he is. I'm actually quite sure he's not.
But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door.
Oh, maybe.
That's not lucky at all.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
Yeah, Bryce Pappenbrook actually, yeah, he's just straight up Makoto, so that, good ear. That's straight up him. Amanda Celine Miller is Toko, of course. And, yeah, Hero is this guy named Kaiji Tang. I don't really know much about him, but I know that that's him. Yeah. Keith Silverstein is in this as Mondo. It's a good cast in here, really. Killer was convinced. Oh, really? Oh, that's cool. They didn't know the door actually couldn't be locked. In other words, the important detail about the scene of the crime they didn't know. They didn't know that it took place in his room.
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
I didn't know that either. That's... Wait, really? Oh! Yeah! Okay. That's neat. I like that.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable.
That's good to know. Ryu was Kyle Bear at some point. I don't think Ryu was always Kyle Bear, though.
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom.
then there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
The plot thickens.
Ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
Really? Not even for, like, earlier Street Fighters when they were just not... when they weren't doing, like, any story beat stuff? They were just doing, like, grunts and Hadokens and that sort of stuff?
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up! Quit without saving!
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules!
No!
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh! As a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you...
Yeah.
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Republican double.
Then maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place. Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
Very particular act. Let's see, which one was this? I'm trying to remember. Was it the switching rooms? Now the murder traded rooms, the victim was discovered because girls were found. Evidence of struggle. Is that the one? I'm just trying to fully remember so I don't screw that up. Yeah, because everything else is related to other stuff. I think switching rooms is... Yeah, exactly. So.
I got it! Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
Don't open the door for anybody! Even if it's Makoto!
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
Hello. Took a critical piece of evidence. Thing I want to talk to you about, just the two of us. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No,
Right?
I didn't.
But of course you didn't, because the note also bears
Thank you,
a perfectly
Yoko.
legible signature. Sayaka's
So you
signature.
don't need to grill about that. You shit. She's just here to cause trouble sometimes, but also get everything right. And that note, Sayaka wrote it?
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
What indeed?
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
Not really.
Very well then. Pay attention.
Okay. I'm sure it's something I won't rebut at all. Angry Mondo is, holy crap.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in. So in other words, even if someone did read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
It certainly would seem that way.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, but in the note, it specifically says, my room.
Correct.
I see. So if then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto...
No.
No, that's wrong.
About that. Fun fact. Dear
The
gambler.
nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's
Right.
name.
What the hell ever? Why do it?
And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
I see that PSN messages are popping up and completely blacking out part of the Twitch stream, but oh well.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was...
You got a headache, hon?
Well, of course it wasn't you, right,
Yeah.
Makoto?
Ooh! Not right now. Well, I need to eat more, too. Not right now. But thank you.
Right?
Okay, then who did it?
There's only one person who could switch the nameplates. Who could it possibly be?
I got it!
I got
Me
it!
and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
In 5 minutes, you can see me in my room. Check the nameplates. Don't screw up.
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
How dare.
What? Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
Why?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room.
See?
That's where the answer lies.
What
Entered
happened
our
then was
song.
probably
It's time for the pieces puzzles to fall in pieces.
whoever she invited over came in and attacked her.
Did that tickle you?
We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
Wow. There's no doubt. How would we know? So, it would have to be because of Sayaka's wrist having the gold fleck, correct?
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear.
Is this the one where I have to double up and say, but also, here's the other thing?
Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
Love gold!
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword.
Makoto Naegi is secretly gold member.
You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you.
All swingers, you see?
And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword! Right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
Contribute something, Hamster
All right,
Boy.
then it's about time to solve this mystery.
What happened to my room? What led to Sayaka's death? That's what we need to make clear.
It's a bit more than heard about non-stop debates.
Craft herpes.
You getting used to these? Well, guess what? We're going to be dicks and put more truth bullets in your cylinder.
Yeah, they're like, which one of these could it be? But now that I've got that one ability that reduces it to 3 or less, this is gonna be cake. That's such an overpowered ability to have.
Take damage to your influence gauge. Cycle the bullets.
Logic difficulty, I know. Thank you. Okay, replica sword, kitchen knife set, and the sword sheath. Let's see.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
Shut up.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So, she tried to fight back.
She
grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away. But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
No, Yasu, you're the most worthless human fucking being on the face of the planet. I swear. Alright,
When the
so
fighting
rep
broke
the
out,
sword sheath into
the culprit grabbed the sword,
Yasu's statement.
and that's when the first blow was dealt. The sword-based
sneak attack! Shut up.
No, that's wrong.
No, you're good. Typos won't bother
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Why not?
What? I was wrong? Oh no!
Because the sword sheath had been scratched.
It's like my life is all about getting stuff wrong all the time, and it coming crashing down on me.
See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
Let's take it. I hear you like to take it slow.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath.
Best bachelor girl. That will never be anything less than superb.
If you are going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse.
Yeah, it's a Sonic character.
In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first. Gasp.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself, but then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Struggling to breathe.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
Give the prince from Beauty and the Beast some run for his money.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Let's take a closer look at her body. Your palms.
I got it! You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it.
How do I reach these keys?
In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
About that. Yes, the Walter Beach.
Sorry.
How do you not
but I don't
remember?
think so.
Oh, wait, I know why.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
No, actually, your path in like the free mode of Makoto and you getting together is like the sweetest.
No, that's not it at all.
Wash the gold coating on her because certain regulations. She's afraid of water. She has rabies. Oh no!
I got it! According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower.
You don't say.
Oh, my.
Oh,
Oh my.
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
That's a shame. You smell like you haven't taken a shower.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
An insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword.
You don't smell it too.
But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
One who damaged the sheath.
I got it!
Oh my god!
Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
Shreked her sword.
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu
ogre,
defense.
Sayaka. Somebody!
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own. Took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
I'm gonna murder a bitch.
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room, where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto.
Makoto?
But for that to work, the target had to be ruled out
This
while
is
still
exactly
keeping the
why.
room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched
Dude, is it
rooms,
just
it
shading,
would have
or
become
does she have,
suspicious
like,
right away.
more filled on her right side? I think it's just shading, but it sure looks like her left one's deflated.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky?
It is a thing, I'm very aware of this.
For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior.
You do not know the firmness of my heart.
I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation.
Whoop.
A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar.
Yeah,
Who are you more
that's
likely
fair.
to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
Jeez.
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife,
Crest.
then found herself under attack in turn.
Cheesy crust. Pizza.
That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to
Baked
murder.
in oil.
Just hold on!
Just
That
like
can't
the
be
best
true!
hairdos.
Because...
And plenty of butter added. Can't forget that.
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument! You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it! Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Stop it! Stop it, Bear! Fuck off!
Oh yeah, we gotta
Doesn't even
decide who we
taste
think
good.
did it.
Stop eating my kayak, Monokuma.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. Wait a minute. Is that Trudeau? Dying message. Dying massage.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
I think that's the one, isn't it?
Very well.
Yeah.
Then let's review all the clues we've found up to this point one more time.
Do we really have time for all that?
We really have time, right?
Die! Die! If we don't do something, we're all gonna die!
Facts.
It's easy just to say, hey, but there just aren't any more clues.
About that.
No, that's wrong. There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
That's good.
Dining. Wait, what did you say?
I'm glad when voice actors get plenty of work.
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037.
Yes,
Written in her own
Kyoko,
blood.
let's just mislead
There must be a
everybody.
clue.
Well,
That's cool.
Before we get too far
That
into
doesn't
that,
prolong
I need
this.
to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
Left it the fatal wound.
I got it!
Wrote it with her.
left
She just
index
rubbed
finger
her
had
back.
blood on it.
Oh, just like a bear. Stop it, bear. Stop rubbing your back.
That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean?
I don't know.
11037?
Hey, Chihiro, you're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
Man, if only we had an iota of intelligence to try to find out what the hell these numbers mean.
And how she'd be able to so accurately write numbers upside down.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh!
Thank you, Kyoko.
Yeah, it
You
looks
never
like...
needed to say that they were.
Huh? What?
No, it's just look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers.
Assume they are astrological signs.
Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
It's a message from the gods.
Ah, you're
Whoa,
right.
boy.
The connecting line is barely there, so I
You know
assumed
that
it
mess is
was
getting an
1-1,
anime, right?
but-
I'm so psyched for World Ends With You to be like an anime format.
Looking at it now,
I hope they do it
you
well.
could also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
I'm ready for some goddamn, like, Japanese voice actor to be shouting sine, cosine, tangent, tangent, tangent. Be like the most obnoxious math nerd in that entire game.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N037,
N037,
doesn't make any more
you
sense
say?
than before.
I just don't know. I mean, it's a lost cause. It's lost on me. What will I do? Everyone will die. The killer will be set free. It's all hopeless. Despair is set in. What can I possibly do with my 3 brain cells?
It could be a no for no! Stop it, Bear!
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Rotate it? Nani? Well, I think if I do that, if I use big brain attack.
Oh my god. Now I see.
Oh my
she
god.
wrote down the killer's name.
Oh my god!
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it. So, whose name did she write?
Yes, it's you. You're the killer, Toko. She wrote your goddamn name. If I totally understand this, oh, it's so obvious. How did I not see it before? My hoodie is choking my neck.
Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around...
King Leone.
It becomes the letters L-E-O-N.
Noel? Yes. Suddenly a choir springs out.
L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
N-O-37. Some robot killed her. Oh. It's a serial number.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence.
Totally not a JoJo reference, this boy's safety pin.
It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all.
Really slight him.
She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it.
Leon, help! Help! God damn it, Leon! Help me!
In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting
Everything's
flipped.
always... There's not a fucking content creator in Japan anymore that doesn't, like, reference JoJo at some point in their goddamn career, it feels like.
Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of
Everybody,
a stretch to me.
take out a pen and paper and do what you think is correct in this supremely difficult puzzle.
I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The
Tell him,
evidence
Makoto.
Leon tried to get
hey,
rid of?
Makoto. Makoto, we are barely mouthpieces. We can't speak for everything. You must solve mystery.
Stefan grandson curator.
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood,
Just a
they
moment.
threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white
Right? Look
button.
at Yasu. He's literally right there.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
Just cozy. There's something about it we need to pay attention to. Where it was disposed of? How it was disposed of? How did I answer this last time?
I think we answered it wrong because they worded it so weird.
Yeah. The thing that we need to pay attention to. Something about it we need to figure out who's responsible. Yeah, and how it was disposed of.
I got it!
Yeah.
If you look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out
I might have
who
said
the killer
where
is.
last time by accident.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either.
Calm down your mad face, sir.
You need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
Quit. No, that's wrong. There's another way to use this without being the one I'm cleaning duty. It's so stylistic. I love it. Shadows crystal wall.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator.
No.
No, that's wrong.
Hold on. Hold on.
Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
Look at him, Fumi is just stuck in he's stuck in eternal torment with the face he currently has.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but...
Hero jumps across the courtroom, starts choking Leon violently.
How would you use it?
You broke my balls, man! You broke my balls! You busted my balls. Roll it!
I got it! The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
I hate Yasu. I hate him with a burning passion. And his hair.
Someone threw a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
It's super dreads. The man got dreads and learned how to sing. But he forgot the blonde hair dye.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge.
Yeah, there are, I think, there are things in place to prevent that from happening, though.
Was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they got the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Who could possibly do that?
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
A roast!
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, that if the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
No.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be
Nobody's
at
dying
least
for you, dude.
30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and
But
hit
there
something
is
that
one
small.
person with one title we can think of who might be capable
Could someone
of that.
really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so.
Improbable!
Because the killer is...
the ultimate fanfic creator.
I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
Really?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then, Makoto. Go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end
time or
this.
comic time?
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered. And the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
Yep. It's time for the closing argument. I know how this works. It's gonna be harder, though. Okay, so... oh, I love this. This is my favorite. So... we've got it. Was, if I recall correctly... da-da-da-da... yeah. Quote unquote. Alright, so we get that, and he uses it here. She gets smacked shit. It is Phoenix Wright-ish, but it's a little bit more hardcore than Phoenix Wright. I love the fucking anonymous, the anon they use for these, because they're always the most, like, egregiously fucked up looking people in the moment of, like, the murder mystery. Alright, so we got this here. The ball. The cartoon guy I draw? Cartoon guy I draw. Cartoon guy I draw. Cartoon guy I draw. Who, Bob? The guy who's like the nail in his head? Yeah, fun shot. Yep. I think I gotta use this because this is a red herring. Yeah, alright, so... oh! Yeah. Or was it... yeah, right here. Just drop it. No, wait, no, that was the red herring. That's right. I keep forgetting about red herrings. Okay, but here, however... shiny sword. So then she runs into the room. He can't get it open. So he's just like, fuck it. I'll open it my goddamn self. And the only... okay, that's all.
Here's exactly what happened.
Looks like I got it right.
I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning.
It was on the birthday package during the laser call. Boy, you remember that shit better than I do, dude. Oh my god.
Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in.
Though. If
in other words,
at that point
room.
in my life.
From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them.
Yeah,
She
Billy
attacked
Mays
them with the
here.
knife she'd
Show
taken
you
from the
on
kitchen earlier.
extremely doled out justice.
But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I'd put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her,
scary
but
expressions,
couldn't get
like
the bathroom
walked
door
its
open.
way straight out of Soul Eater.
What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka.
Oh, it's so good.
But with what
his
strength she
fucking
had
neck is
remaining,
creaking.
Sayaka
Like,
left
you
a
just
dying message.
expect it to be, like, wiggling back and forth in the shot. Yeah.
To keep the killer from noticing,
Yeah, like the things
she
in
wrote
Princess
it on the wall
Mononoke. Just
behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood.
For a moment, we had sexy Leon.
Then they
For a
took the
moment.
lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area.
Right next to her corpse!
They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to
But
the
they
trash
can't
room
use the water.
to destroy their bloody shirt.
The water isn't on during that time.
They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there. But the trash room was blocked off by an
Yep,
especially
just
sturdy
vibing shit
gate,
the whole
preventing
night.
access to the
It's gonna make
incinerator.
its way through all the dorms.
So they came up with a
If we
plan
had
to
the
use
power
Hero's
of
crystal
Nick
ball,
Marr, he died.
which he left in the laundry room.
Shit's so powerful, it's going down
The killer managed to throw the ball through
I think
the
I
gap
read
in the gate
like some
and hit the
snippet that he,
incinerator
like,
switch.
Completely blew out. Like his power blew out like the bathroom entirely. Like the toilet was gone, maybe. Right?
For any normal person, that had been an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate
There's
baseball
only
star.
one thing that's absolutely for certain. You need to take a shit.
The crystal
You don't
ball,
need water
thrown with
when
absolute
you poop
precision,
into
hit the
this
switch
great
on the incinerator,
cleansing flame.
which then quickly roared to life.
It's no juice!
Having destroyed the final piece of evidence,
so
they left
good.
the area with. But there was one thing they missed.
I need to draw more like extremities like that.
Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence.
Indisputable. Whee! Touch butts.
Isn't that right, Leon?
I know, and they've got the same freaked expression.
It would appear that Hero simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Everybody had the same nightmare.
Do I object?
Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object!
99999!
I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
It's bullshit! I did not hit her! No, I did not! Oh, hi, Makoto.
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
Me? Ah, buddy.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
Something that belonged to them? Wait, what? Remove the screws from the doorknob. Right, okay. Slightly not paying attention to Kyoko. Something on there to remove the screws.
I refuse to acknowledge you! You're stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid!
You are stupid! All of you are just stupid.
Stupid, 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 stupid,
Oh,
stupid!
That's just indisputable. The moment of truth.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lie! Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! Stupid! You lie! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Where's your proof?
This should prove it.
Boom. Yeah, buddy. Dance break.
The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a
The
screwdriver,
killer was the tool
right?
the whole time.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one
Shame.
inside.
That must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid!
Stupid. Stupid. Yeah! Oh, let that fucking shit sink in.
Yep.
Oh, it's so good.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
How you doing, buddy?
That's the face of a dead man.
How you doing, Leon?
Yeah. Oomph. Ding ding. Ah, back when it was easy to get A's. You must quit!
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection.
All I saw was A.
Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure
What?
you vote for
Everyone
someone.
dies.
You
The
wouldn't
end.
want to be punished. Okay, then let's get excited!
We're here to pop you up.
Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Sayaka never died.
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
This was her plan all along. Hi guys. What are y'all doing without me? This looks serious.
Yahoo!
None other than Leon Kuwata.
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Don't fall down. Oh, this egg is... Leon, did you really kill Sayaka?
But...
I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch!
What the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
Just kill her, Beacon.
So, that's why... None of you are any different!
Step. You'd be the one standing here. I know his goatee is nasty. It's a complete chance I wound up like this.
I was just unlucky. That's all. Hey, come on!
I need to just accept my death. It's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. When I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we... Because if what we came up really was the truth, that truth is that Sayaka was trying to bring me. But even if that's true, say if she was wrong, after all, that's right. It's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her, that video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. Trapped here with no way out. Probably waiting for me.
Why? Why?
Stuck in here. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else. Her dreams. Her friends. To have to see something like that happen to them. And Sayaka. Whenever I tried to reach that dream, I mean it, even some things that weren't so pleasant. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. That's... So when she said...
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
She was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that. Boy howdy, the entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside, she descended into pure madness.
What did you say?
Phew!
I understand. Really, I do. Yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that. All of it. Everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma. But...
That's enough.
As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it!
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
That was a close one. I thought for sure you were gonna give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon Kawada will receive his punishment.
Punishment? You mean execution?
Bye, Leon.
Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her!
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
Exactly, was it self-defense? When you forced your way to the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing. You chose not to. Is it not because you had unhappiness to confront?
So, that's...
No, why? That's not... Stop it. I've had enough of this.
Oh!
Are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? You killed your precious Sayaka. Do you understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either. The one to blame is him!
Huh?
So what? If it weren't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka. Or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation. The mastermind.
Unbelievable.
Uh-oh. Did you awaken your sense of justice?
Hey,
Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you? Just shut up! Okay, well, anyway, more importantly...
Thrills! Chills!
Let's hurry up
thrills!
and get to what everyone's been waiting for, the punishment!
I'm begging you! Please, don't do this!
Hey!
No more begging, no more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop! Please!
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment!
For Leon Kawada, the ultimate baseball star.
No, 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 no!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
No!
Gavel, please, and... Dink. Game over. No, not the baseball! Are you ready, buddy? See ya, bud. See ya, bud. It's rough, isn't it? Oh, that's a baseball. Are you ready?
1,000 blows! Dunk, dink, 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 dink. It's so fucked up! What we saw, that was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
Extreme!
Man, my adrenaline's pumping right out of control.
What's going on?
I can't take it.
Anymore. Do we really have to keep doing this? This freaking game is fucking dope, Nathan. I highly recommend you just like go back to like the 4 hours I put on YouTube previously and just like do a little catch up. Cause this fucking thing is so solid.
Well?
Oh, hey, if you don't like it.
All you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Man, fuck you! Why the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us?
What the heck?
Evil? Make it sound like I'm some dark, awful secret society type of guy.
Say what?
Or in this case, a dark, awful secret society type of bear? Well, so why are you putting up an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal?
Hey,
Seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. Yeah, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together.
Shit.
Piece of shit! I don't know who you are. I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground!
You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course we can't cut free from the outside world, being trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries in school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live together here forever?
What does this mean?
Hey. I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there. Just like before.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Everyone, keyword. Say everyone, who exactly are you referring to?
Sorry, I said everything I've got to say. I need to have some fun for later.
And just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare reality. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. no one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment...
Just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? She moved in close and whispered into my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? I thought never crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool, becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why. As she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her now.
However...
Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. What?
So...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who had killed her.
Certainly.
Certainly a possibility. But I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you. Which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths? That's... I could never do that. No. I'm going to carry them with me for the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go! So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit I'm curious. Oh boy. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh, well... I'm psychic.
What?
Huh? Kidding. I just have a pretty good intuition. And chapter 1 ends. Oh yeah, this is New Game Plus. Oh, 100%. Not kidding. You received the Despair Bat present.
The Despair Bat.
Despair Bat. Ah, Despair Bat! Yes, as a matter of fact. Oh my goodness. So let's move past this stuff for a moment. The Despair Bat. Proof you've cleared Chapter 1. The name really doesn't sound pleasant. It creates a foreboding sense that something very bad has begun. But anyway, I know, Mocha, you said that you won't be on super late for tonight, but we finished Chapter 1, so I think this is good place as any to just stop. I've saved, Chapter 1's finished, so that will be it for today for this stream. I have 2 parts by accident because screw internet, I suppose. So I'll put both of those up on YouTube later. Anything gets missed, anybody's curious to go see what they missed, then they'll be there. Oh, thank you all for joining me. Thanks for hanging out. And yeah. Yeah, I figured you were nodding off. I figured I knew you had a rough time, so this is where I'll close it. And in 2 weeks, when I see people again, meet up with people, do this little Let's Play thing again, and we'll start up Chapter 2. So, thank y'all, and I will catch you later.